The fall from grace of Sean Diddy Combs, once the undisputed kingpin of hip-hop's glittering empire, has been a spectacle as dramatic as any track from his Bad Boy Records catalog. On the cusp of another year behind bars, marking his second birthday in confinement, Diddy confronts a milestone that starkly contrasts the opulent bashes of yesteryear, those star-studded soirees where champagne flowed like rhymes and A-listers queued for his nod. Now 56, the mogul who built a fortune on beats, bottles, and bravado finds himself in the austere confines of the Federal Correctional Institution Fort Dix in New Jersey, serving a 50-month sentence for convictions on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. This incarceration, a 4-year tether to regret and redemption, sets his projected release for a date that will see him nearing 60, a sobering arithmetic that underscores the inexorable march of time in a life once defined by eternal youth and excess. Fort Dix, a sprawling federal facility amid New Jersey's pinelands, represents a jarring downgrade from Diddy's penthouse perches and private jets. Transferred there just days before his birthday from the notoriously harsh Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where his legal team decried inhumane conditions like vermin infestations and medical neglect, the move was a hard-won concession. Since his arrest in the fall of 2024, amid a cascade of allegations spanning sex trafficking to racketeering, Diddy's world has shrunk to cell blocks and commissary lines. The timing of the transfer, pushed by attorneys seeking access to drug rehabilitation programs, hints at a strategy layered with appeals for leniency, including a fast-track challenge to his sentence that landed just prior to the birthday, offering a sliver of hope for an earlier exit. The day's menu, pieced together from prison logs, paints a portrait of institutional banality: breakfast of cereal or a slab of breakfast cake, lunch alternating chicken parmesan with chickpea burgers for the vegetarian inclined, and dinner a choice between cheese pizza or navy beans, flanked by sides of Italian pasta salad, green beans, and a garden salad that strains the term fresh. It's a far cry from the caviar canapés and celebrity caterers of Diddy's infamous white parties, where guests like Jay-Z and Beyoncé danced under Moroccan lanterns. For those with a few dollars from their prison stipend, the commissary beckons with modest indulgences: honey buns at $1.30 a pop, Pop-Tarts for $2.85, or cheesecake squares going for $1.07. Treats that might evoke a ghost of sweetness amid the salt of solitude. Diddy's trajectory from Harlem hustler to hip-hop hegemon was scripted for sequels, not sequesters. Born Sean John Combs in 1969, he orphaned young when his father, a drug dealer, was killed, fueling a drive that saw him intern at Uptown Records before launching Bad Boy in 1993. There, he shepherded the notorious B.I.G. to immortality, minted the shiny suit era with his own Dawn raids on dance floors, and turned rap into a billion-dollar business via Sean John Fashion and Ciroc vodka empires. Yet, the cracks, feuds with rivals, the East-West beef that claimed Biggie's life, assault accusations from Cassie Ventura, foreshadowed the unraveling. The 2024 indictment, unsealed with graphic claims of freak-offs and coercion, shattered the myth, leading to his guilty plea on lesser charges while denying the most heinous. At 59 upon release, Diddy will emerge into a landscape altered. Hip-hop's throne contested by drill kids and trap lords, his legacy a remix of triumph and toxicity. Rehabilitation, a court-mandated pillar, could pivot him toward mentorship, perhaps authoring a confessional tome or funding anti-abuse initiatives. Yet, civil suits loom and public trust is a casualty. Birthdays in Blue, once mythologized in song, it's Diddy's birthday we gon' party like. Now solitary, force introspection. Will Fort Dix forge a humbled phoenix, or harden the defiant dawn? As appeals accelerate, the clock ticks, 56 to 59, a chapter closing on Bad Boy, opening on whatever boy he becomes next. In prison's quiet, the real party's the one within: reckoning, resilience, rebirth.